Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Wagrendale. Let's build Wagrendale. So I finally updated the mod, so we've now got all the new fancy stuff. I especially love these rocks. They just seem to be it's just the little bits of variation. They're just freaking awesome. So I've not really put a lot of them down, but you put some there and I put some there for the time being. And I think we're gonna have to start detailing a lot of the stuff. Obviously, we started the other series for the shrine, so that's doing pretty good. And we've now got the streams. This is going to be the stream that they're going to be using. These guys are going to be using to get their own water from for the village and get it for the fields. But one thing we do need to do then is, since that kind of makes sense, is actually put down some barrels and bits and bobs like that. So barrels of water. And there's also a new bucket, so we're going to use that. We're also going to get a bottle, so we're just going to throw that down. Now, what I've done is I've put the comments because there's a couple. I'm really struggling with talking today. It's been a long day at work. Because I was quite a few episodes ahead previously. I've decided to kind of like put some comments. I just like pick them out from the last 2 episodes, and actually going to go through those and hopefully make this like town a little bit better. So we got one of the things from TBNR Riddler, who basically says that a shack of some sort would be nice behind the inn. Also, if there's any stable boys, where do they live, sleep? So what we're going to do is make a little thing. So some of the stable boys would actually, if they did have them, so say we've got an orphan from the main city, that's what we're thinking of, and we're going to actually have a little area for them to sleep. They're going to sleep in in here. Sadly, so they're going to have like a small area here. I don't know how we're going to do this. If we're going to have it as a, do we want to do like a hanging, thing, right? Oh dear, I mean to destroy that. That was not good. Do you want a little hanging thing, like a hammock type thing? Can we do that? Should we have a go at that? Oh my god, I did not notice this. Sorry, I just noticed this as well. I thought they were going to do something like this. Mother of pearl. That looks awesome. And actually, that makes me have like an idea really of like in Skyrim and Oblivion, and those, well, mainly Oblivion had so many goddamn camps everywhere. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do one because of this, just because of this, which is good. So we could have like a floating one. I actually don't think we need one like that. So maybe we have one in the with hay or something like that, and have like that typical kind of very poor thing like that. We have some couple shelves. Do we actually want to do them this way and have stuff on there? So we'll have this person is probably not the cleverest, so we're gonna try and keep that as well. Have they got any like toys or anything? Hell's Eye, we don't want any of those. Flower pot, conquest flower pot. Oh, scarecrow thing. We're gonna need that in a minute, but not for now. What kind of goods would they have? I don't really know. Well, we could have some wolfskin. That will be mainly for when they're asleep. Actually, we could even put that down there. So they could actually have that to put on top of them. Kind of makes sense. Or, actually, we go really simple and we really just put this down, and that's literally what the stable boy lives like. Sleeps in. And he could be like a stable boy that actually also looks after the bits of the inn. He's like, I don't know, an orphan that they've taken. So I think they pretty much treated orphans like slaves. Not great, but that's the way it was, from what I understand. Right, he's gonna have a weird rack of spices. That's his thing. He likes spices. So we're gonna have that up there. Is there anything else we can do? Anything else that we got that's new that can work? Maybe just have a bag, That's cool. And also there's all this new like cut cheese and all these crates that are pretty damn wicked. I'm actually going to grab maybe the one with cabbage. Is that hops? Oops, that's hops. Cabbage and maybe one of wheat as well, just because it's just damn awesome. They're not going to have a jug of cheese or anything like that, but I think we'll go in a minute into there and put in like the wooden tankard is freaking awesome. I am tempted with the cut cheese. It's just cool. All this stuff. I know they've called it like the Rebellion update, but my god, is it like the Skyrim update, especially with all these goddamn telling racks and grindstones. It's just really good. It's just damn cool. Right, so what else can we put up with this guy? What else does he have? anything? Does he even have anything? Or do we just have like a simple candle? You know, I don't want to have that there. I want to have that on top of that. No. Is that because it's redstone, isn't it? So it's going to be like that. Instead we have that there, and then we can have the other one somewhere. Something else. I want something else. I don't know what though. Maybe we are just going to have something. An apple. He's just got an apple. He loves his apples. That'll do. Right, okay. So we've got a stable boy now, so that is the comment there. The other comment from TBNR was feel that Hamlet is missing like a tool maker. At this period, who made the barrels and the lanterns and all that kind of stuff. Those are all going to be bought from the city. That's my idea anyway. So I mean, they would have to go around the coast to get there, but they'll buy them in mass. Maybe they'll send the stable boy to go and get them. I don't know, something like that. But they'll go and they'll do that on like mass, or they'll buy it from traders that are coming in via this road. They'll actually buy it from them. Okay, so what we've got here. So that's broken bottle, which we did have before. Well, I'm not going to have that anymore. I'm going to switch that out for a tankard. Is there anywhere else we want tankards? There we go. Look at that. God, it just looks so damn cool. Do you want cut cheese as well? I mean, it's directional. I didn't actually realise. No, it's not. It's not directional, but yeah, I'll have that. And this actually allows us to have something that's a bit different, like cut cheese, doesn't it? Get rid of that for now. Put that there, and then we put that back. Just not on the wall. Hang it instead. So I prefer hanging. And I did not realise you can have it on the wall like that. That's very interesting. So that's quite cool. Alright, we'll have another tankard here as well. Or back somewhere. Yeah, just put that there. And that's pretty much it. Pretty cool. These are just awesome. I mean, we did have obviously the crate like that. Maybe we'll have right here, and then if you right click it, it kicks forwards. I call it kicks forwards, but it's not kicking them forward, of course. So if we get rid of this one then, since it is at an angle, have that there, or we can have it there. It's just really cool. I just like how you can turn it. Actually no, it's not on display, so we'll have it there, like they're picking them. Now we've also got the wheat one, so we'll do the same kind of thing, maybe with the wheat. So we put this in here. Maybe we have to put it there, don't we? Actually, no, you don't. If you put it there, it's fine. And we can have a plant down. That looks absolutely fine. I'll leave that like that. That's cool. Right. What's the next one? So I'm trying to read down to, because there's one that's got to do with something else. I'm also going to delete those comments on the other screen while I go through them. Otherwise, I'm going to lose them. So, right, so Akuma YT says, beautiful video again. Can I point out, why would the farmer tend to the wheat fields and just leave several expensive sickles just lying around the field? One or two near the entrance farm makes sense, but it seems a bit surreal putting them in the field itself. Absolutely right. So, what we're going to do, and this ties in with a couple other comments as well, we're actually going to build a tool shed just for these, and then they'll be locked up at night. It makes perfect sense. Same with all these ones as well. Should have really grabbed those, but oh well. So we're going to make like a little tool shed right about here, and that's going to be in the next bit. So this episode is all about like little improvements and stuff. Also, I really like the bracken that they've done. They've made like a new 3D model with this, and it just looks phenomenal. Like, look at this. It looks so much more bushy, and cool, and stuff. Sorry guys, I just ended up having a sneezing fit, so, God, that's horrible. But yeah, this episode's going to be a bit more focused around making little edits to, well, pretty much everything. Hopefully, anyway, that's the plan. Right, we're going to do it out of, maybe we're even going to do it out of this, like wall of oak logs. I really like these. They're just so cool. Did not know they had an oak log staircase. My God, that looks cool. It's going to take me a little while, I think, until I've totally gone through everything, because did not realise about that. That's going to change everything. I really like this. I don't know. To me, it doesn't seem as conquesty, but it is conquesty. I don't know. It's just... There's something about it that reminds me of something else, and I don't know what it is yet. I haven't figured that out. Right, so we're going to go with like here, maybe 2 here, and just have this really small thing. This will just make it... then again, they're stuck against the wall, aren't they? They're supposed to be, these. It might look alright with it being stood up. That's the other thing as well. It's quite small. But it's bigger than it would be, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Hopefully. Maybe. Maybe not. So just going to have something like that. And probably some sort of broken wood or something roof. We have dark oak wood planks. These remind me of like really... I think this is the old... I can't remember. It's been so long, but I think it's the old oak wood. This one. So what I'll do is we're just going to go with a very, very simple roof. It's too bright, but try this out first, obviously. And right here we'll just have something like this or like that. Just so it looks a bit interesting. There we go, that'll do. Put those in there, put that in. Oops, not there. That there. Grab some of all this crap. Obviously it's not crap, it's good. But yeah, I'm looking at all these extra blocks they've added. All it's making me think is just make Skyrim builds. I don't know what it's done to you guys, but that's all it's crying out to me is just Skyrim, Skyrim. Like honestly. But it's very, very good. It just looks, all of it looks phenomenal anyway, as it always does. But there's something about it that's just interesting, really interesting, really cool. Right, I can leave that corner as green. Obviously, we don't want that corner as green though. We want this one. Is there anything with these blocks? Okay, put that one in there. Put that in there. There we go. So have that standing up like that, and we'll have. Well, what else we can have in here? What was it? The sickle. So we'll get the sickle. And there's also some new tools as well, which I did see, like these blacksmith tools. So I don't know if we want to have... There's a wall rack and there's a normal rack. So I don't know if we want these instead. Or as well, you know. It does take up a block. It's a shame we can't, like, do... There's nothing I can do. I mean, I don't know what I keep on thinking I can do with it, but... Yeah, so those are the wall ones. That's weird. Would you have them out on the outside? Just these little ones? Probably not. So maybe we'll have like these up there, right? And then we could have just a sickle in, or we might have a sickle outside. We'll have one sickle outside, and maybe we'll just have like a little rack of tools like that, and make it really, really simple, you know. And we need to vary this and make it look a little bit dead, because at the minute it looks really clean with that material, too clean, I would say. So let's go for the door, and probably just going to go with the jungle door. It's the right kind of one for it. That's the only thing, isn't it? I didn't think about that. But yeah, let's get a different material than this, because it doesn't quite work. So if we go with... What have we got? What have we got to go with? We've got the iron spruce planks, we've got the spruce planks vertical. Dark birch. Obviously we've got this wood, whatever it's called. And this is quite a nice wood. It really is. So it's whether I go with that, because it is... It looks worn. That's the thing. With this one, it just looks worn. So we're gonna have to go with it. Did want it something different, but at the same, god damn it, god damn tilt thing. Right, let's grab those two and we'll start again. Basically built the whole thing again. That's fine. Well, I've already got a choice. That is because of me. So there we go. Right, so we'll do this anyway. There you go. Put that in there. Put that up there. Obviously we'll go with a different roof though, but this will generally be what it is. I think that's the plan. Right, there we go. It just makes it look bigger as well with these slabs. So that one, that colour, which is not what I was expecting actually. Right, let's put that there. Put one of those there. It's because it was just normal dirt, I think, so it converted over. Right, put that in there and put that up. Get out of the way. Put that there. Nice little simple thing. Right. That's fine. Right, let's get some roof for it then. So what if we go with spruce and maybe the spruce wood planks and make it a little bit dodgy, you know? A little bit weird. A little bit weird. Look, you got the table there now as well. Wow. Wooden board slab. I knew there was some like shelves, I just didn't know where they were, so that's spruce wood planks, vertical carpet. Oh yeah, right, okay. For some reason when I saw the vertical I was thinking it's not this vertical slabs, I was thinking it's something completely different. I thought it was like magic. Obviously. Right, what does this look like then? Quite big. Quite... Oh, this is for like scaffolding and stuff. Oh, okay. That... Okay, obviously you can fall through that. That's going to make castles and things interesting, isn't it? Holy moly, that is so cool. Even docks as well, that is going to work for docks. Is it on each side, or is it just... It's just on one side, okay. I mean, even for docks, this is just going to be freaking cool. Or bridges, or anything. Pretty much anything, this is just going to make it cool. I might even use this if going across the little stream over there, because it's just perfect, really, isn't it? Gah. It's making building too easy, this mod. Far too easy. It should be more difficult. It should be like really just so difficult. Don't know what they've done. They've ruined it. Obviously, they've ruined all creativity by being too good with the blocks. I don't know if that's possible, but that's what I'm going to blame everything on. That's what I'm going to blame my lazy building being on from now on. The mod is obviously clearly far too good at giving me too much choice and too many just things, and that's why my building is going to go downhill over the next probably a couple of years. I don't know. I don't want to do something like that where it just knocks it in, makes it look a little bit weird, or does it just look odd on the inside. It does kind of look a little bit odd on the inside. So do we end up having like something like this that you could have sticking out, or lower down, you know, not to be there. So it's sticking out. That actually doesn't look too bad, right? We'll do with that or something. And I kind of want to have a window as well, some sort of window thing, and put something in there. You know, it's just a wooden board or something similar, or shutters or whatever. Okay, so that would need to be from... Would have to be from this side, wouldn't it? Yeah. Of course. A bit weird like that. Don't really think it needs to be the shutters, but because it doesn't quite look right. And that is the dark one, isn't it? Yeah, dark shutters. Okay. Wait, dark slotted shutters? Yeah, we'll try that then. You get this in here. This might look better because it's more of a... It's more neutral. That's a bit better. So that works. And just obviously you can open it and stuff, but just adding a tiny bit of light into here, and then it's their tool shed, and they'll lock it up. Obviously with that they've left outside because that's what they've done. So that'll work. Button. We'll just get a grab one of these. We'll do a little bit of... Apparently we won't. Oh, can't put it on there. Okay, can you put the other type of button on? Wooden button. Just put this on anywhere? No, apparently not. Darn it. That's annoying, but okay. It's fine, we'll just grab a big plant thing. Where is... That's the one? Nettles. You do something like that, and then it looks a little bit more overgrown. And we put one of these right over here, not on top of it as well. And it is very nice, very, very nice. That looks better. Right, so we've got the tool shed. So that was Akuma YT, so that was it. So obviously we won't throw it around. So we've got a shed. What else we got? So Leadshot also says, could you add a Scarecrow looking thing to the wheat one, and maybe at a later date a pigsty, to broaden the diets of and feature the hamlet. And you could also have a pile of manure, which would be fertilizer. Yeah, so I mean we've got to have Poop Mountain somewhere. I think we'll have Poop Mountain here. But first things first, the Scarecrow. Scarecrow, absolutely brilliant idea. Don't know why I forgot about that. It is just genius. So that was lead shot. Lead shot. Very interesting. Oh, hanging bag. That's what I was looking for the other guy, wasn't it? What's his name? The stable boy. Stable boy? Stable boy. Right, I haven't made one of these for a while. Or ever, maybe. I don't know. Have I made one? I don't really know. Wooden... probably like fence gate. I probably want spruce fence gate. Yeah. I'll do. Right, so we're going to have this. Now, what I was thinking is like something like this, but actually, why would I need to pretend that they've got legs, right? I was just thinking something like that. Like, seriously, just, that looks crap to me, but, so maybe we'll go with thatch instead. So we'll go with thatch. And go with this brown thatch stairs or something, or we could go with like thatch, brown thatch. Vertical slab. Is this going to make it look a little bit slimmer? It does make it look slimmer, so that's that. And the lever, I don't know which one it is. I'll have that there. One like that. That's hideous. That is brilliant. I'm always tempted, you know, do I like, rather than using like any sort of people in these villages, I just put these up just everywhere, all the way through the town? What do you guys think? No, I don't think so either. Right, so we've got that, and also, yeah, so I'm probably not going to do a pigsty. I want to keep these guys as a vegetable only diet, which is fine. Vegetable only diet is absolutely fine. But what we do need is fodder or manure. Have we got any? I don't know if there's a manure block, but that's good. Not poop block. No. Though apparently, if you put in poo, you do get rustic wooden bed, which is this new one. Bed poor. That would be why. Okay. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen this, it is another bloody brilliant model. There you go. And it sticks over as well. Like it goes into the ground, so it can do the weird thing where it freaks out. Apparently, it's not doing it now. It was doing it for me earlier when it was going blah. There we go. Like that. Freaks out because it sticks over a bit, but I'm sure there was a way to fix it. So I think I fixed it before, but I just can't remember how. Right, this hanging bag, let's throw that into the guy's place. Have that hanging from up here or something, you know, like that's his little thing. Or there, even better. So there we go there. So let's all the horses in, sleeps with them. Well, not literally, sleeps in the same place as them. There you go, gotta be careful. And we'll leave that like that. Manure, which is going to be the fodder stuff, I think is going to be the closest we got. Is going to be dried fodder layer or this fodder layer. So have both these two, and we'll make a little pile around about here. We'll just knock this mountain back. It's not knock this mountain back. No, I'm gonna knock a mountain back. That would be quite mad. But we will. Okay, I want to try and make this look a little bit more like. No, it's not working. Right, we're going to need a mud layer. Mud. It's going to need to be something like that instead. Dried mud stone brick. Oh, also the arch. I think they've changed the arch design. Because it now looks really arch-like. So, I'm pretty amazed at this. Really, because it does look good. Actually, sorry. This is me being curious because I've used the arch. I'm wondering if that looks like really good over here now. Oh, look at that. That is so damn smooth. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. I just quite like the little holes on this bit as well, on the walkway now. It looks a little bit bigger, but that looks very cool. That is going to make most builds look so super snazzy, isn't it? So, God. Anyway, back to reality. Or over here. Just close enough. So if we go back over to here, what we're doing? We're doing a mud pile over on this side. So yeah, I mean that archway is just awesome. Right, so anyway, let's get back to this. Get away from this. We've got mud brick. I can't remember that. It's a new one. Dark mud brick. That's weird. Right, okay, so thick mud. And muddy dirt. And oh, there we go. There's all the layers. I was just going to grab all these, but they've already got them here. Which is great. So let's do this as a... That looks most like poop. So we'll keep that one's quite heavy. Peat would also be quite a good one. Peat's pretty good. So out of these ones, I'm not keen on the normal mud. The one that used to be from Conquest, the one that everybody, well, most people remember. I think, I don't know, do people still remember the metastatus? Or has that now started to become this thing where people are like, what? So that'd be weird when that happens. That'd be really weird. There we go. We've made Poop Mountain now. And we need a shovel. So I'm going to get rid of this, even though I love the bracken stuff. We need that there. We need something like that. We most likely as well need to put in something here, even if it's those two. And anything else? That one, thick mud? Yeah, I'll do that one there. Or knock that one down to there. And maybe have that in there. Get another bit of this, put that in there. And probably also... there you go. Something like that. So we got a little pile of what would be fertilizer for this place. Okay, so that's pretty good. So yeah, right. And Shula M actually also said about horse run and a stable boy's bed. So that's also done. Cool. Whew. So Zigga Zagga said, would some of the watchtowers be ruins or utilised for something else, storage, seeing as the Orc Wars has gone? He also says about a toll gate, which is a good idea. For the Shrine of the Hill, could you incorporate that in, was a monument to one of the kings of the city? So I'm thinking of those as being more within the cities. But yeah, so I've kind of started to flesh out the story a little bit more. Going all the way through the history. I've started doing like a general history. We are going to have some sort of watchtower around, or like a wall going across this coast, like some sort of like just a wall, so that if they did see like those as an orc ship, they would actually have some wall behind to then fire arrows over, and then they'd retreat to the next step. It's like a multi-stage defense type thing. Obviously, we're going to have that over the main thing over there, so I'm going to actually have lesser walls, and we'll probably do that as another episode to kind of like. It'll clean up this coast for one, just onto this side, because I'm really not keen on this coast. I don't like it. I need to do some more leafy things in here, which is quite apparent now. Actually, didn't realise how apparent until a second ago. Because this is where I think I've wiped out some stuff and tidied it up a bit more. Should do this, and that'll instantly make it look better. That instantly makes it look better. So I'll have like a little wall around here or something. Not too much, but we'll sort that out. But yeah, the toll bridge, I'm not thinking of having it here, or around on this side, but I don't know. It might be somewhere, probably won't be through these lands. It'll probably be then over on the other side. You can kind of see where I've stopped doing it properly, can't you? Because it's all started to come together now. Now this has also worked as well. I did finally get around to doing this bit. I don't know if I've shown this off. I can't remember. It's been a little while. We've got some like little walls on each side as well, and then that'll go up this path to up here. Speaking of a cart, actually, because I just randomly thought about a cart. We've now got the hand cart, because I was going to put that in, wasn't I? I was going to make one, and now thanks to the wonders that is the Conquest mod peoples. Oh, wow, can you stack them on top of each other? Can you? Super cart. Can I put one of these in? I might actually put it that way around. So I have something like this, you know, where there's a cart. So maybe there was a trader or something that's currently in here, just sticking around, or whatever. Obviously, it would also flatten a lot of these down, and we need to have some more mud around it, definitely, just to make it look like, you know, if there was a cart, it would obviously flatten stuff. So that's the only thing. I'm always used to like clicking. For some reason, I want to click the back of it. Don't know why, but that's just the way it is. So there we go. Let me do that there, and I think we're gonna have to bring it forwards as well. There we go. That looks good. So we've got a cart here. So obviously there might be a trader or some kind of person there, bringing stuff up and there, staying at the inn. So that is very, very nice, and that would actually fit, the handcart at least, would fit on these trails. This is actually because it's the inside of the island, not the island, the coast, it's the west coast. This is actually the thinner coast out of the two, so this is the more dangerous one, it's the orc-facing one. Whereas over on this side, there is a really big problem with the weird sunflowers. If you guys have got Yarowyn, this does happen, this is just, they will disappear. It's really weird. If you click them, they'll pop. It's really, really weird, but it does happen. Something like with, I've noticed it with this map especially, and they do it all on these, almost like chunks. Like they're very square, and they go into these weird lines, and they do intersect, but they'll disappear. So this side, anyway, has got much more room to work with. So I'm going to have the bigger road along this side. It's also the safer one, so that's like another way around, but a little bit different. Right. Anyway, if we fly back over. And I'm going to do some like mountain passes as well. There we go. So there's the shrine bit, which I need to name. I'm going to read the comments through and pick one of them pretty soon. But anyway, right. So what else we got to do? Sorry. Will Carmichael, sorry, read that wrong. I just read it as Carmichael. Will Carmikey sit Carmikey? God, my voice is gone. The fields look very rustic and pleasing to the eye. A small distilling area could work near one of the huts. The villagers could perhaps use barley to make beverages for the inn/tavern. Brilliant idea. Not going to do it as a distilling hut. I was actually thinking, you know, this inn could do with a basement. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about doing it on the side, and then we can actually have that on the outside, right? Along here, because it's already up a little bit. We'll continue off this path. We'll do a little bit more of a wall for this dude, so he will have a bit more privacy. So he'll actually have his wall going like up to here or something, you know, like this, and then go around from there to there. Do a bit like that. Oh god! Also, sorry guys, this is phenomenal. This wattle fence. I really like it. I don't know how they've done it. It doesn't really make much sense to me, but they've done it really well. Whatever they've done on it, it's just so cool. The only thing, of course, is when you put it on top like that. That's the only thing, but that's pretty minor. And of course, if you do place it, by itself, up a block, you get this, which is really cool, because then you can grab the fireplace. Where is it? It's in lighting, isn't it? Campfire. There we go. And you can put that underneath it, and then you're like, holy crap, that looks awesome. So I mean, it's just, I don't know. Conquest mod is going to the next level. Like, you know, it took a little while for this update to come out, but my god, did they do good. So it was worth it. It was worth the wait. So I have like a path going up to here, and we'll have a bit of, you know, like one of those. You kind of see them on American houses, so that's the way I think of them, like the American house type things. I see them on American houses anyway. I don't know if they're like actually commonplace or not. We have these, like, you know, the like trapdoors. Oh, not like that. Obviously they're not trapdoors, but like trapdoors, you know, up and then they're at an angle and then they open up and stuff. So obviously we're not going to have it that big actually. Now I'm thinking about it, but we will have it kind of big, yeah, in that it's going to be too wide, probably not under the fire. Sorry guys, voice is going, voice is dying apparently. So I'll have that underneath here. Now we're under the floor now, so this is all underneath the fire, and that looks like it's just lit up because of that, which is really weird, in fact. Is that that's probably because of that block? Yeah, really strange. Right, so I'll have something like this, you know, underneath it. It'll probably end up going a bit deeper than that, and we'll have some wood probably on the roof. Even if it is these dark birch ones, we can, you know, have them like going across like this with the slabs, or we can use to save space, just use trapdoors or something, you know, which might be nice actually, because that does save quite a lot of space. Just have those going across. Yeah, we'll have to do something like that, and we'll cut this in. And obviously we'll have some stairs going down. We'll probably use the mossy stone. Oh, look at those hewn stone arch. So cool. Oh yeah, we used it before, didn't we? God. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just saw it when we looked over there. Stupid Dagger. So stupid. But, yeah, it's just really cool. I just don't know how they keep on throwing out this stuff in the mod. It's just nuts. Like, how do you keep on going with ideas? I guess, like, video games are a pretty big thing, because you just see all of the different bits and bobs and what they've done with it, and yeah, maybe that's where they get the inspiration from, or it's just things that people say. I don't know, but it's just cool anyway. No matter what, it's just cool. It's just that damn cool. Right, so we'll have that going there. What's that going there? Right, so we're gonna have some way of getting in. So whether we do have it, like, oops, that's just freaking me out because of the. That makes me think that there's a block there. Very strange. I think we're gonna go with wooden board because we can move it. Then we can actually, you know, place it and have it movable. And I did not realise how many of those they actually have. Driftwood board slab. Wow. That's cool as hell. Wooden table as well. I did see that, and that also looks awesome. And the stool. Completely forgot about the stool. Reinforced wooden gate? What? What? Ugh. This is one I didn't know about. Ah. My God. That just God. My dear God. My dear God, man. It's seriously like that. How the hell are we going to get it to go down here? Like, what have I done wrong? Is what I'm thinking. So, when we go with, like, these or something, I don't know. And then... So we can't obviously block that, so we need to have it somewhere. It's either that or we just have it going... You know, do it really simple, because... yeah, do it really simple. Just do it really simple. Have it on the sides. Like that. And then you can just do this, right? And maybe we just have this bit across here as a stone arch, because they're really cool, right? Does that stop you from going? Yeah, it does. That's such a shame. I was just thinking, oh, we'll have a really cool stone arch. Oh, we'll be good and everything. And nah, okay, well, tried. So we'll have, instead, we'll have something going over the top of it or something, you know. Whether this will be, even if it's just with the stuff. Right, here we go. We can have it like, if we get that there, that there. Wow, that's the only problem, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't think about that, did I? So we kind of need to have something here. I just don't know what. And maybe that's why we have to have. So we can't have this because that's the same thing as the arch, right? We're gonna have it going all the way across. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. At least we've realised that now after a little bit of time of being dumb. That's, you know, as I do sometimes. We'll just have like some stone on this side or whatever, and do we need stone on this side? Not really. Don't really need it, and we probably could do with some variation as well on this bit, I'd say, even if it's like to there, or I'll just have a bit of this. It's in there. Something like that. Yeah, I'll do. Right, so that'll be fine. After all that time that I just spent on that, my God. Sorry, dudes. That did take a little while. Now, I did have a basement on this one, didn't I? I don't know what material I used to make it. I'm guessing... I think it was was it just those two materials? Wow, that's quite creative. Excellent. So I kept it to a nice simple colours. I just had a feeling I tried out something else. And obviously, that something else was cobblestone, from what I remember. Right, this is the wall, so we'll keep this. That's how big we want this to be as well, because we've pretty much got the mountain. You know, it's not like anything. You know, it's not like we're limited on space. I do think we need a light though, and I'm going to use this cool campfire because oh my God, that is ginormous when you throw that on the floor. so funny. It's just so massive. It's just how it rotates. I mean, It's just strange, isn't it? Oh dear. So yeah, I think we got to make a campfire. One of the other things that I've got in the story as well, because I'm gonna post the story somewhere so you guys can read it and give me your thoughts on it as well, because that is a big thing. If it doesn't seem right, then you guys will tell me, like, or if you want to add anything to it, I know you guys will tell me. So it's quite good. But basically, the elves have been around for a very, very long time. Very, very long. That is stone. And there was like an ancient race of elves. They were the first to inhabit the island. And then the Nords came and landed in the north, obviously, in the icy north. And the elves didn't actually mind that because they weren't doing anything. Is there a wall there? So we got that block there. So maybe we will start the wall going across here, just so we don't have to worry about that fire. And also this wall will then continue on. That'll be quite good. Yeah. So the elves were kind of like the first race to inhabit Yarowyn, but they kind of journeyed around. They explored the island, but they didn't actually settle in the icy north. They didn't want to. So then the Nords came and they kind of settled in the north. But they were quite, wary, quite warring with each other. They were very tribal. And actually there was during one of the tribes was almost wiped out. And they were very, very short. If you guys can guess where this is going. They're quite short. They had are quite muscular in their forearms. And they were very red-haired. And they actually escaped all the way to the mountains. They just deserted their villages. Because they were fed up of like the tribal wars, and they knew that they couldn't win. So they actually deserted. They left all their possessions, and they actually went to the mountains. So I think you can guess what they are. They're dwarves, and that's like the beginning of the dwarves. But kind of like a myth happened then from that. And the myth being, of course, that there were these weird people in the mountains or these kind of like ghosts, and that's where the name dwarf comes from. In my lore, at least, that's where the name dwarf comes from. It's because they don't really. I don't know. What am I trying to say? Sorry, it's because I'm trying to. And I'm not building. I'm just knocking out stuff, but I'm still getting confused. Yeah, so they went into the mountains, and what the hell happened here? Why was that? Did I just punch through that by accident? I might have done. Oops. There we go. Let's just put this in here, and we don't actually have to put this in here, but I'm going to anyway. I'm also going to switch over from this. I don't like this. So they went into the mountains anyway, and they can like hid in these caves. They found these caves, these natural caves. And we're living in those for a number of years. The tribe that was coming after them actually thought that they had disappeared, just like some weird magic, because everything was just perfect. There's hardly anything missing. There obviously was stuff missing because they took their supplies and all that kind of stuff, but it didn't feel that way. It didn't seem natural. Now, a couple years later, there were sightings in the woods around the mountains. This is the Red Mountain, by the way. This is the well, it's not Red Mountain. It's where I've got it on with a red cave. So I don't know if I've got. Should I try and show you guys? You can kind of see. Oh, it's a cave map, right? Let's go into. It's better. So this, what I'm talking about, so you guys know, this is all the way over this mountain that I'm talking about. So it'll give you guys an idea. And this is just the lore that's in my head. I've actually written it down, so there's actually more. The mountain that I've got here, this big one here, has got a really big cave inside, which you can't see. But it's got a really big. Now I've broken this as well. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. I don't know about that. So this cave, yeah, it's really red and red stones and stuff in there. So this is the cave. This is the mountain they went up into the hills. So they were seen around this area. Like going in, but whenever they were like followed, they would be gone. They wouldn't be there. And one of the Jarls, because I'm going to have Jarls in it, because of Skyrim, it's heavily Skyrim kind of inspired for Jarls. One of the Jarls sent men up there to find out what was going on. What are these weird... And they called them the dwarf ghosts, because they or dwarf phantoms or something like that. I think it's called Dverga something. I found some old Norse words for dwarf and ghost, so I ended up using that. They found... They kind of like found this cave, and they decided to enter the guards, the kind of like people that sent. However, they never came out again. So they knew about a cave. The Jarl sent them to that cave, and they entered, but they never came back. Now the Jarl sent more men, thinking, "What the hell's happened? You know, what's happened to my men?" And so I'm thinking about the materials I might use in this floor. So I don't want to use. I might just use this for now, and then end up mixing in some other stuff like gravel and things like that. I want it quite rocky though. Yeah, so the Jarl sent some more men and to the same cave, and the cave was gone. Like it was just like imagine you had like an entrance like this, right? Well, like that, and then it was just completely gone. It was almost like it was sealed completely. And there was all the armor of the guards, but the guards were nowhere to be seen. So the armor was there, but no guards. So imagine that. And sorry, I don't know, why is this taking up my brain power to do this? It's not right, it's not normal. the guards came out, came down and saw just literally the only thing that was left was all their supplies, all the people that had been sent up into the house, the first lot of guards, all their supplies. I'm not going to use granite, I think. I'm just going to use these ones, not blue schist. I'm going to use natural andesite, I think, is a good one. And probably some gravel, or big stone gravel? Big stone gravel, I think. Dirt gravel, big stone gravel, big stone gravel, big stones? 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 Small stones is called. Oh, that's one. I don't know what it's called. I can figure it out. So they had, yeah, they sent their clothes, and their supplies were all just on the floor, and they couldn't figure out why. Like what had happened with their supplies, their armor, everything. It was as if they had literally just been lifted out of their clothing, and it was all just dumped like perfectly. And there was a couple runes in old Nordic, which was of course the language. I'm gonna get rid of these small stones; they don't look right. So, and the stones said. I can't remember what it said now, but it said only dead men walk within these mountains or something like that. Yeah. So it said something along those lines, a bit chilling and a bit, you know, a bit like what the hell. And that's kind of how the dwarves kind of were born, really. they were outcasts, or they were like a tribe that of very small, like people of stature, obviously. And yeah, kind of that's my story for them to actually come in. There was a war between the Nords and the elves. So the Nords were all banded together. They all banded together underneath a shield made, and I can't remember the name. I've got it in the lore. I'm just thinking about what I need to do in here. Sorry, I need some barrels, and I don't really know enough about brewing to sort something out in there. This is whether we just leave it for now. It's whether we leave the story as well. Like, do I need to like read it or put it up on the other screen when I do an episode? That might be interesting. And I can read it to you guys while I'm building, hopefully. Let's get some tables out. I need a table. We can do that. We can put at least on one side, right? Even if this is just storage. Oops. This is going to be a bit weird if I do that, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Just a little bit weird, especially with that weird lighting thing. Yeah, okay, let's do something normal here then. I'm thinking too cool, I think. Keg. Keg, barrel, whatever. Keg. It's called keg. It is called a keg, isn't it? A wine keg. Okay, and we'll get the wooden board as well. Wooden board, wherever it is. Wooden staircase. Yeah. Wooden pane. It's pine. When are they adding these? Are these new? Or is this just stuff that I haven't seen before? God, look at that. That looks really cool. I'm actually thinking it's going to be more like... more suitable, really. Is that kind of thing, isn't it? that does look a little bit more suitable. So it looks a little bit too brown. What are those? Sorry, which other ones do we have? We had a couple other ones as well, didn't we? You know, so we got these ones. And we got those ones. I actually quite like these. Quite thick paned, but yeah. Right, so yeah, they all came under a shield maiden, who kind of like got all the tribes together and actually got them to band together underneath the Snowland nation. So I can't remember what it was, like Smearland or something in Old Norse. I have no idea how to pronounce it, as you guys can probably imagine. So they all came underneath this one nation, this single nation of the Nords, and they marched south on the High Elves, because the elves of old were called and I've got another one. It's Mia Alpha or something. They ended up doing, which is like a mix between Wise Elf or something. I ended up smashing together a couple different Nordic words to make it, but yeah, they went to war, and the Nords actually pushed far. Now most of the island was actually a great elven forest, but they pushed pretty far into the open land, so all the fields and things like that I pushed into. So I'm jumping around for no reason. Also, I have now turned off the animal spawning, so I can actually kill these and they'll die forever. Oh god. Alright, let's kill it. Die. I'm building and talking. You too as well. Die. Probably doing it too fast clicking or something. Yeah, so they were able to push quite far in. However, when they got to the kind of like borders of the main elven forest, once the elves started to do like guerrilla tactics, and that's when, you know, Nords, big swords, kind of rounded shields, then walking in a big elven forest. You can kind of imagine it. They'll just get picked off one by one with traps, and by being sniped from the high treetops by these elves. And then the elves were able to jump between tree and tree and just escape. Like they weren't able to handle it. So there was a ceasefire that actually was kind of signed. And during that, part of the lands were actually gifted to the elves. To the Nords, was this coast around here. So all of this coast, going all around here, and like not underneath these mountains, but across the top, and all the way down here, including Wagrendale. So around this area. So this entire bit of coast here. This bit wasn't, but it was this coast, and there was a reason for that, because the elves knew that there was a dark power rising in the west on the Orc Island. So they already knew about it, and they thought, well, we might as well gift them this for like a war effort. And we actually know that then when the orcs do attack, well, our elves aren't going to be the first to die. They're not going to be the first to die. So it kind of made sense for them, you know, to do that, to be a bit crafty. But one of the things they wanted was a trade, but you know, a full trade route to be opened up between them. These kind of like high elves were very much into their culture, and they wanted to understand more and more about people, of other lands, and to understand them. And the better they understood them, the more likely, if there was another war, they'd be able to use some sort of superstition or something to be able to actually get around things. So they were quite crafty, these elves. That's my idea of them anyway. Right, so I'm just going to grab... What are we going to grab for this then? Could do... Trying to think of what we can do with this. Build a thing. Maybe that, and maybe the trapdoors. Something like that'll do. So like these every so often. Like that. And I'm just thinking, just doing... Oops, not that in there. Doing these here, and... Got to punch under, but... Just get all of them. There we go. Something like that kind of looks okay. Kind of. Maybe not. I don't know if I like it or not. Do we want to do... So we can't just go like there. Oh, we can. Yeah, of course we can. That looks better. So I'll have that. Yeah, so they ended up like opening up a full trade route, and they actually started to build a wall, and we've got to get onto that. And that's part of the lore that I need to complete. As I've been writing this lore, because it makes more sense. We're gonna have across the gap. One of the things that the Nords absolutely hated was that the elves, who their capital would be still around these like heartlands or whatever we want to call them. I think they're called the heartlands of the elves, which there'd be a great elven forest going all across here, really going all the way down to this bit. That's the idea. But the Nords were able to come down into this bit, into the fertile lands, and were able to take over that. That's the idea. So this bit here is going to be the gap of, and I've got to come up with a name for it, but that's where they were going to build a gigantic wall. It's the main way that the Nords can actually get into the main Yarowyn lowlands, or the midlands, or heartlands, or whatever I'm going to call them. So they actually started to build a wall across there as well. During this time, some of the Oriental kind of folk actually ended up landing on the islands, and because the elves were still, you know, they hadn't built this wall yet. They were afraid of another attack against them from the Nords, especially now they've given the Nords some more land. They were quite afraid, actually, quite afraid of, you know, what they could do, and if they could attack. So they ended up conceding some of that land to what would be the Oriental race of this world, and they kind of retreated to some of the other islands. So the Dark Lord did come and attack, of course, as they always do, which caused, well, lots of problems. I think that's as far as we're going to get with this, because, well, I think we'll just leave it as there, because I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too far into it. We'll just complete this little wall here. I'll look at a little bit for brewing and see what we can do in these bits. This is whether we want to have these barrels. I think we do need more steps, though, on this. You know, something like that. I don't really like it, but I think we need to go with normal. No, I'm looking at it. Oh, does that look good? I kind of like it, but I don't know if it looks like it'd work. You know? Maybe? Let's have a look. If we just do this first, right? Dun dun. Oops. Dun dun. Like that. What do you think? That kind of works, doesn't it? Makes it look different, doesn't it? Definitely. So, different is always good, right? Normally good. It just didn't look very good on the ends. That's the only thing. So have something like that. You know, it's a bit strange. But live with it. Let's have something like that. There you go. Now, do you want on the end here? So I don't like it on there. Shame we can't get. Well, if we get rid of one of those, we'll put a wine bottle or something up there. You know, whatever. Wine bowl. Throw that up there, and we'll have tripwire hooks as taps like that. So I'll have them over there. This does look a little bit strange because it's on that side and you can see it, but apart from that, it's fine. So we'll do something like that, and we'll do the same on the other side as well. And if we actually did that on that side, you can then quite nicely do something like this, can't you? You know, you can have it, make it look like it's on there, and that actually does look like a table. I'm pretty happy with that. So that's pretty cool. Right, anyway. So we'll do some more. Good God, that's made it dark. Do some more of that stuff. And we'll continue with the story as well, and you guys can then chip in and stuff like that. I mean, there's going to be different ages, and there's... admittedly, my story that I've written goes into a lot more detail on who did it and what and blah, 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 blah. But it kind of like adds in a bit more lore that can kind of help with the building, especially the wall we're going to have, the Great Wall going across the gap, which is actually destroyed. Because it's been thousands of years since then. Anyway, I think that's probably long enough for an episode, especially since we're nearing an hour, which is ridiculous. But yeah, just to read some more of the comments as well. Skip6235. Oh yeah, they wanted a shack behind or a storehouse behind the inn stables for food and tools and stuff. Well, we can actually do that with this part of the underground bit. We can have some food supplies in there as well, so we'll definitely do that. And Nick Short says feels like there needs to be one more building. So instead is a U shape, which I don't know if I can do that anymore, but I could put like a shack down here, so we could actually have one, maybe even at an angle. I might actually do an angled. I'll do an angled shack here, right? So I'll fill in this ground, doing a little angled shack, and we'll have something here. Maybe that could actually be a toll bridge as well. That makes sense. And of course we've got the distillery part of it, which is what we're going to do next episode as well. So we'll get onto those two little details, and that will probably probably finish up the whole thing except for the boats. Yeah, so I won't finish it up, so we need to get onto the boats and stuff like that. And that means me doing some work underwater because we need to fill in this. And then might do another episode on just like a tiny fortification or something like that. I don't know if we want to do it as part of this series because it is tied into this, or if we want to do it as general, because that obviously we're doing it as a different series because it is different. So I don't know, we'll see. And then we've got the fort to do as well that we'll move on to. Be quite good. And I've also got to finish off the beach. I really like the look of this beach now. We just need to do it onto these sides as well and just tidy it all up as well as any bits around here, because I want to try and make it so that if you flew through it, you would know that you come across a nice bit, you know. Like these hills don't have to be too good, but like this little town and the bits around it that kind of make up that makes sense. This bit obviously where they got the river and stuff, this is all like very custom, but it looks cool, so I like it. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Now I have gone over an hour, so sorry about that. And that's an hour of video, obviously. But yeah, tell me what you think of the story bits so far. As soon as I've got enough of the story done, as the general history, I'll post it somewhere, and I'll put it in the link of every description of this entire series. So all of the Yarowyn stuff, and that will expand and grow as we go, and it's gonna be a bit of a living document, really. So I'll try and keep it up at one place where you guys can all see it, and then your comments will help add to it, and you'll be credited as well if you come up with stuff. Even if I do change the story a little bit, you will still be credited for your original idea and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks guys. Hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.